All right, well, welcome to day 11 of Wheelie-American workouts. Boilerplate, you guys might be used to it if you've been watching us for a while. If not, if it's your first time, just know that we always disclaim all warranties, including the warranty of fitness for a particular purpose and the implied warranty of merchantability. We ask you, as a condition of you watching and using this video, that you indemnify and hold harmless me for any damages or injury you might have as a result of using these videos. And as always, start your or do your workout program in conjunction with a plan with your medical team. So let's start with some warm-ups here. Today we're doing a 10-minute AMRAP. The AMRAP, for those who remember earlier, and those of you who are new, you'll learn that the AMRAP is as many repetitions as you can do. So let's start going down and reach up. And if you can't bend over all the way, bend over as far as you can safely do. All these exercises, you tailor and limit them to whatever you can do safely. But let's do like 10. Reach down to stretch up. I don't know how many I've done, but I'm calling that 10. Right, so this is a time you've seen me take my spinal cord injury bag of swag, or swag bag, and load it up with toilet paper and make that something we can carry. I don't have it with me here right now, so I'm just gonna pantomime and over. We'll go both ways. And the idea is to loosen you up. So, I mean, I could grab my 6-pound weights there, but again, this is designed to be done without any equipment at all, and it's for the fun. Okay, so we did up and over, and now let's cheat and go around the front here. And if you happen to be an owl, you can go 180 degrees around, but I'm thinking most of my people aren't owls on this. Or I guess this is 180, so it'd be 360 for you owls. All right, so 4 movements that we're going to do in this 10-minute AMRAP, and just as many rounds. As always, do it safely. There's no need to mess the form up just to see if you can go faster, because who are you comparing against, right? You're doing this for yourself. So the first one, we're going to call it the bent over row. Bend over as much as you safely can do. Let me set my brakes here so I don't roll too much. But don't go more than 45-degree angle. And you're going to have your imaginary weights with your hands like this, or you can have it like this. It'll actually work different muscles, so you decide what you want to do for today's workout, and then the next time you repeat it, do it a different way. And if you're keeping track of how fast you did or what kind of hand weights you might be using for this, you can note also whether or not I call this palms facing to the back and this palms facing your body. And today I'm going to do it with my palms facing my body, but you can do it this way. Again, like I said, it's just different muscles in the back you're emphasizing. And bring them up. Now today, like I said, I'm going to actually be using my 6-pound water weight, right? So So that is the bent over row, right? And then the next one is the upright row. And there, instead of being bent over, we're upright. You can start down here if you can safely do that, or if you got weights, maybe they'll bang into your chair, and I don't want you to damage your chair. Or start here on your lap, either way. And what you're doing is you're bringing your hands close to your body and right up underneath your chin. My weighted version, see, my weights are going to force me out there, so I'll kind of have to get ahead here of my chairs. Right. All the way up. Okay. Now the next motion I'm calling a chest press, and ideally you would get onto a weight bench or get onto the floor and lift straight up, pushing out from your chest. And so the effect of gravity would be 100% the up motion with your back on the floor or back on a bench. Since it's an AMRAP, it might take me the full 10 minutes to transfer to the floor or to a bench and back off, safely, get my body positioned so I don't roll off. This would be a time if you had resistance bands from when you were in rehab. They gave you those yellow bands, or maybe you got resistance cords from some sort of home workout thing, and that would be where you, in setting up your workout, and again, you guys had the magic of pausing and going and get those out, but have them behind you, and then you can push, right? Here, with your imagination, we're going to push our imaginary hand weights out, or we're going to push our actual weights out. And so now we're getting also gravity as a lever arm against other muscles, and that's going to recruit a few more muscles than we would normally do for a chest press. But go back and do some chest presses on the ground if you felt like you cheated yourself by sitting up. It's just hard to tell people to do AMRAPs and then expect them to safely transfer onto the floor or safely transfer onto a bench and back, right? And so that's our third motion. And then lastly, we're going to do a seated or Russian twist, and basically take our weight or our imaginary weight from side to side, right? And this is 1. So it isn't 1, 2. It's whatever side you start on. Go back to the other side, and that's 1. So back and forth, right? So 10-minute AMRAP. Get your timer set for 10 minutes. Your countdown, and get your paper out, or your caramel candies or whatever that you're going to slide across a bag of pennies, each time you do one, just to keep track of your rounds. This is designed basically to get you moving. There should be a little cardio, maybe a little sweat coming up on your head, and it's going to be 8 of the bent over rows, 8 of the upright rows, 8 of the chest presses, and 8 of the twists. As many, and that's 1 round, and you do as many of those rounds as you can. Okay, so I'm getting ready to start my timer, and it's got a 10-second countdown, so it's at 4 seconds. Get into position here. And again, I'm not counting out loud because I don't want to mess up your counts. But I'm now in the upright row. Chest press. And now my twisted. My first round. So back to the bent over rows. Told you I was going to do it one way and I start off doing it the other. And upright. Chest press. And twist. Form is always more important than speed. I know it's as many, but you really want to do the best form. Okay, mark another round and bent over row. Upright row. Chest press. Getting hot, but I don't put a fan on because I'm worried about the extra ambient noise it creates. Things I do for you. All right, mark another round and bent over row. Upright row. Chest presses. Get those arms fully extended. And a side twist. done. Do my bent over rows. Do my upright rows. Chest presses. One down. Hopefully I haven't been lapped by too many of you. Upright row. And then twist. Right. I'm done. So, bent over row. Upright row. Chest press. And my twists. Another one done. Do my bent over rows. And my upright rows. And my chest presses. And then my twists. All right. So you just, in my case, I either just finished my chest presses or maybe got one of the twists in, so I would just mark that and whatever resistance I was doing. And then if you were wanting to come back to it later, you can see if you can do more either more resistance, more weight, or you get farther along in the 10 minutes. So, I thank you again for being here, and we'll see you next time.